kind of have reservations about showing violent crime. You know, a lot of violence fighting. You know, I do a lot of I hold my reservations about showing videos like that. And my producer, she's always like, well, I can't really look at this video. But I want to share this one with you. And this one is very heartbreaking. You know how I'm constantly telling y'all how you get a whole bunch of black liberals and they call you racist just because you supported President Trump and you love America. And I tell you, especially if you're white, to tell them to shut up. You have my permission to tell them to shut up. Not that you need my permission. You don't need it. But I want you to tell them to shut up. Because if you're not racist, then you need to tell them shut up. And I've said this so many times, a lot of white people, they don't want to say anything or even engage in it, even when I bring up the conversation, because it's like they don't want to come across like they're racist. Only white Democrats have only expressed racism towards me. Well, you have this. This was the episode, and this was this is Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. This was in Las Vegas. This is such a terrible story. You have about 15 black kids jumping on this white kid. Another white kid steps in to help out. What, was it 2 white kids originally? Is that the story? Was the first kid black?
They didn't say who the first kid was, but they said he was a friend.
He was a friend
of the young man that got beat up.
So as far as we know, the first kid was black.
The first kid was getting bullied.
He was getting bullied
by the group,
by the group of 15 black kids,
and his friend stepped in to help.
Stepped in as a hero.
Video is making the rounds online, showing what's believed to be the fight that happened Wednesday afternoon. Metro officers responding to reports of a student fight across the street from Rancho High School. The investigation revealing the victim got into a physical altercation with 15 people before cops arrived.
Nothing that large, like 3 people maybe, but like 15, I've never heard of that before.
Rancho High Junior Antonio Green says he's a classmate and saw the video.
It could happen to anybody. It could happen for me just because I have a natural mean face. It could happen to me just from looking at somebody the wrong way.
Neighbor Greg Bostick.
He said it could happen to anybody, but it didn't happen to anybody. It happened to a white person. And where's the mainstream media? Where's the mainstream media at on this, right? I've yet to hear, you see this one, they're out there talking about it because it's local news, but where's the Communist News Network? Where's MSSCD? Where's ABC, CBS, NBC, the entire Alphabet Network soup group? I say that all the time. Where are they at? Had it been the other way around, had it been a group of 15 white kids took the life of a black kid, there will be rioting in the street right now.
Was shocked to see it.
From the video, that's a problem. You can't just retaliate with hate, and get back and revenge all the time. Sometimes you got to talk it out.
Off camera, a neighbor tells us that he helped carry the victim to the campus parking lot. Bostick says he saw the aftermath.
Somebody was laying on the ground and they were out of commission and incapacitated.
Metro says the victim appeared to be unconscious when school staff performed CPR.
Right in that parking lot, I saw somebody getting chest compressions and CPR. The police came, ambulance, fire truck, and they kind of dealt with it.
This is such a terrible thing. He literally died as a hero. He literally died as a true hero. He literally died as a true hero. It's so amazing. Did he even say his name?
They did not give his name. He was a minor. He was only 15 years old.
And they should still be able to say his name because now he's gone. He literally was a hero.
The sad thing is this is happening way too often. You see these, I hate to say it, black young people pounding on someone gang style. It's almost to me a cowardice way, because you can't even do a one-on-one fight. You have to have a whole bunch of you to hurt someone. You know what I mean? It really shows weakness on their part, And no one stood up to anybody and said, hey, guys, let's back off. That's enough.
And the crazy thing is, when you go back to it, here, look, split screen it or go to full screen, whichever one. There's video. Here's video of them doing it. They know who it is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, look, I mean, it's at a school. It's right there in front of the school, by the school. Look at the guy in the blue shirt right there. You mean to tell me that someone there doesn't know who that is? Someone doesn't know who that is? Same thing with the guy in the green shirt. You mean to tell me someone doesn't know who that is? All the people with them doing this? Somebody knows exactly who these kids are. Every last one of them should be charged with murder. Every last one of them. And then of course, you're going to get then the liberal media would get into play and say, oh my goodness, they're going to charge all of these young boys. They're going to ruin these boys' lives because of this instance. And they won't even talk about what took place. Look at that right there. You can't tell me who he is. Where are the cops at? Where are the feds at? Look at this. And this type of hatred is growing.
Yeah.
It's growing. They're constantly doing this. It's absolutely repulsive.
And we actually have, let me see if it's coming out.
Yeah.
This is a picture of the young man that was beaten to death.
That's him.
That's a picture.
So he stepped in to help out somebody that was in harm's way.
Oh, it says he was 17.
He was 17. Yeah, and who just put Sherry said it's a hate crime.
100%.
It's 100% a hate crime.
They won't call it that,
they
though.
don't want to call it a hate crime.
No, they won't. They won't.
Like, oh, that's, they'll try to label it something else. They'll try to call it something else.
There should be an outrage from parents. This is getting ridiculous.
Can you make that bigger? I don't know why it's small. At first, it was maybe hit that X on there. Why is it? What's it up there? Yeah.
Because there's a ton of pop-ups on these news sites.
I mean, dude literally died a hero. 17. And all he was doing was stepping in and trying to help somebody. And
So disgusting.
These freaking monsters took his life. Every last one of them should be arrested. Every last one of them, their lives should be ruined because they took his. And I'm telling you, and just like I was saying a second ago, the stinking left, they're going to be saying, we can't ruin their lives because of this instance. They have their whole lives ahead of them. They probably committed this crime and go right back out on bail.
And this is the...
No even bail either, cashless bail.
Fine.
And they're probably not going to even try to hunt them down. Can you imagine? I can't even imagine my child go to school that day and don't even come home because of this. And I would go to the cops. What are y'all doing about it? What are you doing about it? I'm not a violent person, but I'm like thinking of stuff in my mind that I probably shouldn't even say out loud that I would want to, I'm going to go study the video. Let me just say that. If I was the parent, I'm the father, and they took my child like this and the cops do diddly, I'm studying the video. That's all I'm going to say. That's all. You know what? Because, you took my child. You took my child. And y'all going to just let it slide? Really? Someone needs to go to jail. You might as well put me in there.
And parents need to have some serious conversations with their children. This is a culture problem. You don't beat somebody up because they stepped in and didn't allow you to bully someone else. What is wrong with this world when we've come to this?
Like I said, I don't ever really show these videos where the violence is going on because I go back and forth with my producer, everybody. And, she's like, some of these videos, and there's so many of them. So many of them.
Well, I didn't say don't show this one, though.
No, this one you didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of the other ones, some of them just really, it's just devastating, some of the stuff that's happening. But this one, I needed to share this one because it's actually growing. And you know what? They have this thing the left is pushing because they've constantly been saying this for many years now that white people are the problem. They constantly say white people are the racist ones. This is not anything new. I'm not making this up. Y'all have heard this many times. The racism, the only reason why we have racism in the United States of America, on the planet, period, because of liberalism. They are the ones who's creating all of this. If we could, you know how we could get rid of racism? Get rid of liberalism. That's it. Get rid of liberalism and you can get rid of racism. As long as we have liberalism, leftist, demonic, democrats, racism will always exist. And because racism will always exist, that's because Satan exists. And Satan is their God. Satan controls them. I talk about it all the time. Dude did not have to die for helping somebody. There was another episode, and I should have got it, where I saw this guy. Apparently, this lady was being attacked by this homeless guy. Did you hear about this story, Shannon? And if I'm not mistaken, this was in Philly. This lady was getting attacked, physically attacked by this homeless guy. Another guy stepped in, and they got a confrontation, but the guy that stepped in ended up shooting the homeless guy. They take the guy to jail for helping the lady that was getting attacked by the homeless guy. They took that guy, they took the other guy to jail. They took the hero to jail. What was once considered good is now considered evil. It was once considered evil is now considered good. This is the world we live in. Everything is upside down. You see thousands of people out in the streets right now marching. Thousands of people in the streets marching for evil. Marching for evil. No one, and you don't see thousands of people out in the street marching because against the evilness. Why is that?
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.